guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber First Cooking Cosplay, and tonight we're back again, guys, with Sherlock, episode 2
of season 1.
Yep.
The Blind Banker. Ooh. Last episode, we got introduced to our two main characters, Sherlock and Dr. Watson. The beginning of a legend. And seriously, this is what it felt like to see them walking together with that awesome music in the background as Sherlock's brother was saying we need to increase security and surveillance on these dudes because, I mean, they're going to be a force to reckon with. Obviously. So I like that so far this show is showing us the characters, not just their what they do, but their past and their emotions. And I mean, I see a lot of potential for this show. And I knew I was gonna like it because I love Sherlock Holmes, but so far I'm liking what I see. They heard for the first time Moriarty, the name, so Sherlock knows that there's a guy out there,
a fan of yours,
a fan of his that knows him a lot and knows him enough to teach other people how to manipulate him into maybe dying almost. So I mean, he's dangerous because I mean the bad guy from last episode, the cab driver.
Yep.
He was a good judge of character, but I think the only way he could have faced Sherlock the way he did was with Moriarty right behind him, telling him how Sherlock works.
Maybe
so
not.
He's a threat for sure, and I'm sure we're gonna hear more from him. But yeah, the characters are great. Sherlock is impossible to see going.
Exhausting.
He's exhausting.
Let's face it.
And Watson is interesting too. Like he's in it for the danger and the action. So, yeah, that's pretty much it from episode 1. So, without further ado, let's jump into episode 2 and see what case they work on this time.
A blind banker case.
Something like that. All right, let's go.
Is that security?
She gonna be killed, or?
I feel like she's...
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, come on, who would hide under there? There's no one there. Or was it?
I think that was a corpse.
A corpse.
That's why she was freaking out, I guess.
Okay, so I keep what I said. No one would hide under there, so it's possible that maybe it's the corpse of the guy that asked her out.
That poor guy.
Need to get a job? Oh, dull.
Dull? Necessary?
Listen, if you'd be able to lend me some... Sherlock, you listening? I need to go to the bank.
Here we go! You have to get used to him, man, because this is never gonna change. I think he's listening, but he's just putting your problems way down the list.
Yeah.
Sir William's office, bank's former chairman. Room's been left here like a sort of memorial. Someone broke in late last night.
What did they steal?
Nothing. Just left a little message. 60 seconds apart.
Oh, shit.
How many ways into that office?
Well, that's where this gets really interesting.
It took them a
Every door that
minute
opens
to
in
do
this
this.
bank, it gets locked right here. Every walk-in cupboard, every toilet.
That door didn't open last night.
There's a hole in our security. Find it and we'll pay you. 5 figures. This is an advance. There's a bigger one on its way.
I don't need an incentive. Sebastian.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, we do.
He's killing you, obviously. Shall I look after that for him?
yeah. Thank God he's there, because,
Who needs money when you solve crimes?
they need to pay the bills. Yeah.
He's like popping from everywhere.
Don't question him.
graffiti was a message. Someone at the bank, working on the trading floors. We find the intended recipient, and they'll lead us to the person who sent it. Obvious. Well, there's 300 people up there. Who was it meant for? Pillars. Pillars and the screens. Very few places you could see that graffiti from. That narrows the field considerably. And of course, the message was left at 11:34 last night. That tells us a lot. Does it? Traders come to work at all hours. Some trade with Hong Kong in the middle of the night. That message was intended for somebody who came in at midnight. Not many Van Coons in the phone book. Taxi!
Okay, I thought he might have been the one to do it, but it's the contrary. It's just intended for this guy. And just like there might have been a message for that woman at the museum.
Sherlock!
Let me in!
Sherlock, you okay?
Oh.
Those symbols at the bank, the graffiti, why were they put there? Some sort of code? Obviously. Why were they painted? You want to communicate, why not use email? Well, maybe he wasn't answering. What kind of a message would everyone try to avoid? Yes. He was being threatened. Sergeant, we haven't met.
Yeah, I know you are, and I'd prefer it if you didn't tamper with any of the evidence.
Oh, okay. Someone who could put a stop to me.
A suicide.
It does seem the only explanation of all the facts. Wrong. It's one possible explanation of some of the facts. You've got a solution that you like, but you're choosing to ignore anything you see that doesn't comply with it.
Like?
The wound's on the right side of his head.
And?
Bancoon was left-handed. Requires quite a bit of contortion.
Left-handed?
I'm amazed you didn't notice. All you have to do is look around this flat. Coffee table on the left-hand side, coffee mug handle pointing to the left. Power sockets habitually use the ones on the left. Pen and paper on the left-hand side of the phone because he picked it up with his right and took down messages with his left. You want me to go on? No, I think you've covered. I might as well. I'm almost at the bottom of the list. There's a knife on the breadboard with butter on the right side of the blade. Because he used it with his left, it's highly unlikely that a left-handed man would shoot himself in the right side of his head. Conclusion, someone broke in here and murdered him. Only explanation of all of the facts.
But the gun...
He was waiting for the killer. He'd been threatened.
But if his door was locked from the inside, how did the killer get in?
Good. You're finally asking the right questions.
I mean, Sherlock did it himself, so I'm like... It must be incredibly frustrating for a guy that understands things so fast not to be taken seriously. That's what he did with the new inspector. Like, he saw that he didn't take him seriously, so he just laid it on him. That's what happened. There you go. He was pissed off. We'll get to see how it happens.
That's why they think they're safe. Put a chain across the door, bolted shut, think they're impregnable. Dealing with a killer who can climb.
What are you doing?
Clings to the walls like an insect. That's how he got in.
What?
Climbed up the side of the walls, ran along the roof, dropped in through this skylight.
You're not serious. Like Spider-Man?
He scaled 6 floors of a Docklands apartment building, jumped the balcony to kill Van Coon.
Oh, hold on.
And of course, that's how he got into the bank. He ran along the window ledge and onto the terrace.
An expert climber.
Connects these two men.
It's crazy though, someone who can climb like that.
It's not unheard of though. Free climbing?
Yeah.
Dangerous, but still possible.
True.
What kind of a boss was he, Amanda? Appreciative?
No, that's not a word I'd use. The only things Eddie appreciated had a big price tag.
Like that hand cream. He bought that for you, didn't he? Look at this one. Got a taxi from home on the day he died, £18.50.
I would get him to the office.
Underground, printed at 1 in Piccadilly.
So he got a tube back to the office. Why would he get a taxi into town and then the tube back?
Because he was delivering something heavy. Like a package up the escalator. Dropped the package, delivered it, and then stopped on his way. He got peckish. So you brought your lunch from
here en route to the station. Where are you headed from? Where did the taxi drop you? Right.
Eddie Bancoon brought a
That's
package
a common
to David
thing.
Dyke, whatever was hidden inside that. He flew back from China, then he came here. Sherlock, somewhere in this street, somewhere near, I don't know where, but that shop over there. How can you tell?
Look at his diary. He was here too. He wrote down the address.
Sherlock,
That's the price.
the label there?
Yes, I see it.
Exactly the same as the cipher. It's an ancient number system. Hangzhou. These days only street
so
traders
nice.
use it. Those are numbers
So nice. That's nice.
at the library.
Think about what Sebastian told us about Bancoon, about how he stayed afloat in the market.
Lost 5 million.
Made it back in a week. That's how he made such easy money.
He was a smuggler. Why would someone threaten them and kill them after the event, after they'd finished the job?
So they don't talk?
What if one of them was like Fig?
How do you mean?
Stole something. Something from the hoard.
And the killer doesn't know which of them took it, so he threatens them both, right?
Possible.
Remind me. When was the last time that it rained? It's been here since Monday.
No one's been in that flat for at least 3 days. They've gone on holiday. You leave your windows open when you go on holiday. Someone else has been here. Somebody else broke into the flat and knocked over the vase, just like I did. Can you not keep doing this, please?
Open up.
Somebody's been in here before me.
What are you saying?
Open the door.
Size 8 feet.
Small, strong hands. All right, Grimbat. Why didn't he close the window when he left? Oh, stupid, stupid. Obvious. He's still here.
Okay. I'd be freaking out, but okay.
That's why you opened the damn door for Watson.
You want to include me?
Oh my gosh, there's something.
No, I'm Sherlock Holmes and I always work alone because no one else can compete with my massive intellect.
He's dying.
The milk's gone and the washing started to smell. Somebody left here in a hurry 3 days ago.
Somebody?
Su Lin Yao. We have to find her.
Yeah, how exactly?
We could start with this.
Get your coat.